So any person who willfully fails to comply with any requirement imposed under this subchapter with respect to any consumer is liable to that consumer in an amount equal to the sum of 1A says any actual damages sustained by the consumer as a
What
result
does that
of
mean? Don't skip over that part.
any actual
That's
damages.
the most important part.
Any actual damage, no restriction on the damages.
Michael, if you're in real estate
Mm-hmm.
and you go to buy a 4-family
Yeah.
that cost $1 million and that deal fell through because of information on your reports that you told them was inaccurate and they failed to comply, you now are damaged. You lost that deal.
Yeah,
That is actual damages.
exactly.
You hear people talk about $1,000, bro. This goes deeper than $1,000. You can get paid however much. It doesn't matter the amount.
Exactly.
As long as you have that actual damage. Now you will, because the deal fell through. You got a denial letter.
It stopped you from getting your house.
With what we just spoke about, read that again and tell me what you get.
You talking about any actual damages?
Yes, that part.
So any actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result of the failure or damages of not less than $100 and not more than $1,000.
So it says or, right?
Yeah.
You notice there's or?
Yeah, exactly.
So you can go in for actual damages or that minimum $100 to $1,000. Ain't nobody want that, bro.
Yeah.
But the law also goes to say whichever is greater.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's right there in front of you. It says whichever is greater.
Yeah. Yeah, that's MB.
Mm-hmm.
That's MB. In the case
So
of
read B for me. Read
yeah, I'm reading it. In the case of liability of a natural person for obtaining a consumer report under false pretenses or knowingly without a permissible purpose, actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result of the failure or $1,000, whichever is greater.
You just read it, King.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Both of them speaks on actual damages.
Exactly.
So a lot of people don't notice the difference between both sections. One speaks about if you are damaged as a result of their failure, but the other one speaks on now if you have inquiries, like what they do at the dealership. That's what B is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
For someone to obtain your reports without a permissible purpose, you giving them express permission, that type of stuff. And you got damage as a result of the failure of them doing that. So when we talk about, they shotgun your credit at the dealership, it's okay. You can get paid for that shit. Because now it just tells you their relationship between them and the dealership has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got 15 inquiries and you only got finance from one company, and the rest they're saying, when you challenge it, we got permission from XYZ dealership. XYZ dealership is not me.
Yeah.
You have an agreement with them. I got no agreement with you. Tell you what, better yet, show me where under 15 USC 1681B2, where I gave you expressed permission, written permission for you, XYZ company, and me authorizing you to pull my credit. You'll never get it.
Yep.
Give me my deletions. You don't? Okay, no worries. Let me go apply for some shit. Because B just told you what you are owed if they pulled it without your permission.
Yep.
Actual damages, I'm going to go apply for some shit.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Most definitely. While we're on the dealerships, let's talk about getting your down payment back. Because a lot of people hear about, getting the down payment back. So can we talk a little bit about going about that process?
So I have friends that have done it. I've never gotten my down payment back. For
Okay.
me, the car that I got was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm a bit outside the statute of limitations. So even though they say that there's no statute of limitation on fraud, it's 4 years, it's kind of a long stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got the new car, I didn't put nothing down.
You zero money down?
Got it totally free.
Yeah.
Gap insurance included, everything. So for that one, I can't go back after them for that because I just went there and got a car for free.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So technically, I don't have any case. They didn't take a down payment. They gave me what they were supposed to do under truth in lending because I knew what I knew and I didn't feel like giving up any cash.
Gotcha.
Now I need a new car.
All right, man. Could we talk about
So you see where that's going?
Yeah.
Now I need a new car.
Yeah. Let's talk about suing these debt collectors, these inquiries or something like that. Just the actual process, maybe small claims court or something. Can we talk about that process?
So, court, I can't speak on court. I'm not a lawyer, and I've never actually gone to court because they don't mess with me.
Okay.
So when my clients now have legal issues, I have consumer lawyers that I recommend them to. Because the last thing I want people to misconstrue what I'm saying as legal advice. And if I didn't do something, I'm not going to talk about it because I haven't gone to court. They don't want my type of smoke. So
got you.
I've been waiting for some smoke, but nothing.
Okay, got you. Nothing we saying on the podcast is legal advice, by the way. But let's say I'm trying to get paid for an inquiry. What kind of recommendations as far as laws would you tell me? Because to me, I think about the exclusion section of the FCRA, but I'm curious about.
Well, if we're talking about getting paid, you're going to get paid under the civil liability for whatever violation that they did. So just like how you would invoice a business, right? They are a corporation, B2B. So the same way how you'd invoice a business, you'd invoice them. So what you'll do is you'll calculate your violations, put it on the invoice. What does each violation cost? You invoice them and you send it and you tell them that you want a certified check. Now, are they going to give it to you? No, they're not. They're not just going to give it up like that. You're going to have to go a few rounds. Then when you say, okay, notice for legal proceedings. You see, when you tell them that, no, all right, I'm done. I'm taking you to court. This is where, all right, let's settle out of court comes in. So you might have to push a few times. And people think, oh, because you know all of this stuff and you send them a letter, it's going to happen. It doesn't happen that fast, bro. If that was the case, nobody would get tested.
Exactly.
Then everybody would be running up on them. They're not going to do that. They are not going to roll over and give it to you. You got to go in there. You have to go in there. So it's when now you give them notice for legal proceedings and they know you're serious because now the letter is coming from your lawyer. Now their lawyer's got to look at it. You think the lawyer is not going to look up these civil liability sections? They are. Listen, it's cheaper to pay them $1,000 because if we go into court,
it's a lot of fees.
It's a lot of
time, flying in, doing all that.
So you got to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Are we going to run this $1,000? Or are you going to spend $10,000 battling $1,000 in court?
Yeah,
that don't even make no sense.
Yeah, it really don't.
So there now, you're able to get certain things done.
Okay. Let's say, I know most of my listeners are familiar with the law a little bit, but you get new listeners each and every day. Let's say I've never heard anything about consumer laws. I think I'm talking to bureaus. I don't know nothing about consumer reporting agencies. Where would you recommend I start? I guess besides like the mentorship. Let's say they're like, oh, I don't have money. I want to start for free.
Find me on YouTube. Find my videos on YouTube.
Okay, you got a YouTube. Okay.
So find me on YouTube.
Okay.
Find me on Instagram. The Credit Hero. _Credit Hero. Start like, you don't know the things that you don't know.
Facts.
When you hear information and things that can make your situation better, you need to write it down and start researching it. Google me, Daraine Delevante.
Mm-hmm.
What is this crazy guy talking about consumer law? Because a lot of people, when they hear me talk, they're like, "Oh, this dude's crazy. He's nuts."
Yeah. That's how
I'm
it
nuts
goes.
until I show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, "Bruh," and I'm gonna be like, "Bruh," and you're gonna be like, "Bruh."
Yeah.
So it's that type of vibe.
Okay. So you recommend they start by Googling you, going to your
Mhm.
YouTube, Instagram. Okay. Do you have any opinions as far as maybe they should go with FCRA first, FDCPA, Truth in Lending
Yeah,
Act?
because this is where you're gonna learn that part. It's if you go into the FCRA and FDCPA not comprehending that words have different meaning, you're going to be at a disadvantage. And
That's
this is
true.
why the mentorship is important, because a normal person thinks a person means flesh and blood, me and you. We know that a person means corporation, government entity, individual, partnerships, trust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Estate.
Yeah.
We know that a person means 8 other different things, and they think it only means just you and me.
Mm-hmm.
So can they do it? Yes, but they will not get the same out of reading it without a mentor, because the language is different. And if you're not up on your Black's Law Dictionary and stuff like that to comprehend and break down these words, you will be at a disadvantage. It's not saying it for you to join the mentorship or anything, but the shortest path to success is a mentor.
That's true.
So
And
what's going to take you a year to figure out, you'll figure it out in a week with a mentor. And that is facts.
That's definitely facts. I believe I know the answer to the question, but I still want to ask you anyway. I know the level you're at as far as, consumer law you've been studying. At the level you're at right now, do you still have a consumer law mentor?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
I have some lawyers too, to be
okay.
fair.
Oh, they're actual law. Okay. Okay.
They're consumer attorneys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's dope. Yeah, yeah. And the reason why I was asking is because a lot of people, I'm always telling them, you got to invest in yourself. The fact that everything you've achieved what you've achieved. You have mentees that's getting rid of 80,000 collections. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have all those results and you still have a mentor, that lets you know that the common person doesn't know anything about consumer law. You got to invest in yourself. You got to get associated with a mentor, because like you said, it is a cheat code. At the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know, like you were saying. So it's just important for people to invest in themselves. And I just wanted to make that a point, because I was like 1,000% confident. I know your mindset. I know you still have a mentor, even at the level that you're at. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important that people continue to invest in themselves. And
you have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because the minute you think you know it all and you stop learning, is the minute you're going to be at a disadvantage.
Exactly.
It's an ongoing process.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process.
Definitely. Would you say that there is, because I get a lot of people asking me, like, when I'm speaking about the laws, they're asking me like, oh, how long did it take you to know like the foundation and all of that? I'm curious about your answer as far as like.
That's a very good question. It's as quick as you want to make it. It's as long as you want to make it. It's all about the effort that you put in there. You cannot sow peach seed and expect to reap apples.
Yeah.
You get what you put in.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess as far as are you the only one like within your family that knows about all these consumer? Are you spitting the consumer laws to them as well?
I do, but most of my family is in Jamaica. It's just me here with my wife and son. Everybody else is back home.
Okay. Does your son know like 15 USCs and all that? Not yet?
He's 5, but he'll hear me say some stuff. He'll repeat it. He doesn't comprehend it yet. He'll be running around and hear me saying 15 USC 1681. He's like 1681. And then he's running around.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing that intrigued me too was your IG handle. Because when we think about a hero, we think of someone that's, like, what we associate a hero with. So where did the credit hero come from? Because that's a very powerful name.
So this guy Daniel Rosen from CRC Credit Repair Cloud.
Okay.
When I took the Credit Hero Challenge, I like his concept behind Credit Hero. So he has Credit Hero. So I became the Credit Hero.
Mm. Okay.
So going through it, I want to be the hero for you, so you can be the credit superhero for your family.
Gotcha. He ain't come for you for copyright? No.
Not yet.
He said not yet.
It might happen. It
Says
might happen. He hasn't come yet. So
That's
when
funny.
that happened, I'll probably change it to the credit superhero or something.
Oh, okay. You already got your next round. This is what we do with consumer law.
You can't get me for superhero. You can get me for credit hero, but it's not credit hero. It's the credit hero.
Yeah.
So it changed, but the industry is the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So when he comes, I'll be like, hold up, Daniel. I ain't marketing your products, bro. What's up?
Yeah.
He hasn't given me no smoke yet.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm curious, is there a question that people don't ask you about consumer law that you would want people to ask you? I just want you to voice it now if there is.
What are they waiting for to get into mentorship?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a question. Like, what are you waiting for to get into mentorship? Okay. That's what you should be asking. Like,
you said anyway.
Like, why are you in the mud? Like, you don't know the things you don't know. And in order for you to know the things you don't know, you have to do things that you've never done before.
That's a fact.
Because if you've always done the things you've always done, you'll always be who you've always been. So it's not until you learn new information and start doing new things through a transformation of your mind, then you become a new person. It's all in the mind.
That's a fact. Yeah, we're gonna get into where we can find the mentorship. But I wanted to begin closing the episode, but I wanted to go through a quick financial round just to see what's going on with you.